Catch the ball.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Herbert. And this one is incomplete. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run for it with Eckler. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2, but he doesn't come anywhere close. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their 38. Now it's Ryan. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup there.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ryan to the right side and complete to Hurst. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. It's Chris Harris with a pick. There he goes, right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. 2nd and 10. Here's Ryan to throw. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
49,
Ryan will throw again. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter. K.J. Hill deep for the Chargers. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe he'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The intended receiver there, Allen, and now it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, Herbert. Man open left side, it's Williams. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Herbert. Eluding the pressure. Herbert has it knocked free. And the Falcons grab it. They find some open field here. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football. Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Ryan. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Youngwei Koo for the Falcons field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. In for the sack, Deion Jones. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
That's a 49-yard punt, 8, though, on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Second and 1 at the 29-yard line.
Here's Davis to run again on second. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
At the 35-yard line.
Here's Ryan. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Space. 49.
Throwing again on second and 10. Ryan. Caught right side, Davis. And he goes out right around the 39. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And incomplete on the deep ball. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Now it's Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, L.A. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Chargers 14, Falcons 3. Ty Long to kick off for the Chargers.
Long now will kick it away following the touchdown. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone.
At their own 25-yard
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Good coverage that time by Derwin James.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense. Defense.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He finds his man, complete. It's Patterson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 1st half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Guys. 21. Mike 9. Watch the screen.
To throw is Ryan. Looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
We're just about set to get back to it. Both teams making their final adjustments, and we'll head back to Atlanta and rejoin Brandon in charge.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Give Uchenna Nwosu the credit for the stuff. And to give this time to the tailback. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a 3rd and about 5. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Ryan. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Come on. 49's the mic. Watch 49. I know he ain't got it.
Ryan. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. They'll try and run for it with Davis. He showed off the athletic juke, but it didn't buy him a whole lot of real estate. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. Ryan. And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
This pass finds its way to Williams. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Back to throw here, Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Here's Ty Long now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Hurst. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and...
Throwing again on 2nd down, Ryan. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Ryan. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Cordero Patterson, 27 yards. And the Falcons are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Now Ryan leading the Falcons up to go for 2. To throw for it is Ryan. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Koo to kick it off. Here comes Nasir Adderley from his end zone. Adderley, he's going to hold on to this one. A touchback, and the drive will begin at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
First down, Chargers.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Eckler. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 66 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Deion Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Foyesade Aluakin came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13.
And it's 3rd.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Maybe an important 4th quarter miss as this stays a 3-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a 3-point game. They get a drive, put it through the posts. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
They begin with a run by Davis, and he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Ryan. He's got a man. It's Tajay Sharp. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off. That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Once more, here's Eckler. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 3rd down, and the Falcons going with a dime, 6 defensive backs. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On is the punter long here as he sends this one away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch going to net him 23 and a first. Down he goes at the 10 with a 8. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Davis, he'll try to run for it. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. Toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Ryan to throw. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Here comes Nasir Adderley from his end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. One last throw here for Herbert. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play...
Back again up in this entertainment.
My alarm clock similar to a gunshot. The party was jumping and then the fun stops. Life after death, so my time to spend is a pit stop. I think I make them jump when I'm thinking backwards like crisscross. Looking outside and the flowers burn where the garden is. Rush past when they take a turn in the flower bed. These are angels from any angle with no concern. You call them demons depending on how you like to earn. Cash rules everything around me. I ain't make the rules, we just use the tools that the government planted and consumed. You heard? These are really more than just words. Serious, I'm about my dough like I'm working for Mr. Burns. Serious, I'm about my art. Every day is a fight. What's a canvas to a mic and from Basquiat when I write? I see one time, 12 pull up, that's 5-0. I see a man in handcuffs screaming, we gon' be alright. The irony, sorta like a butterfly getting pimped, spreading wings and then finding me. The silver lining is always hiding, you gotta find it. I see the block and then peep the climate, it's steady climbing. A mama lost her baby, you know, steady crying. Gentrification, take all these buildings and then steady buying. Pushing out my loved ones, to them it's just a daily triumph. I say we buy the hood back and turn it into Zion. If I'm lying, I'm flying. I said it, I meant it. I own it, cemented. It's finished quicker. I got hooks to get him a hook like society's menace. I met a neighborhood chemist, told me all about the business. He said cash rules everything around me. Peep the method, man. Then wind up in a scam with your mic in your hand. Like, what happened? Bruh, you ain't follow the plan. You got that cheesecake, then how you only make you a band? In the same time span, I get to clapping my hands. It's that easy. When breaking down the soul of a man, I only wear black hoodies when I chill with the clan, the squad, the gods. I'm here to show you I'm the man. That's who I've been. That's who I've been. That's who I am.
All you pagan youths were sleeping when I told you that blast was next, yeah? Well, now look, he's not only next to the last, blasted the 1, the 2, and the 3, fam. That's how rap. You just gotta start making music. Mad, fam. Mad.
You should know, new Jim Vinci slides when I step, but I can't slip with this water on my neck. We been them guys, but you slept, ayy. I forgive, but I don't forget, yeah, I don't forget. I know they watching, I'ma make them upset, cause I don't forget. I'm still him, and I ain't stopped yet, ayy. The underdog's up now, tread lightly, yeah, one of y'all. I done seen them all switch, it's enough now. Skating on thin ice with my trust now. Came from buses to buckets to bust down. We are not the same, I was mudbound. Wait, I wonder how the hate come with love now. I can't relate, I'm as humble as they come now. I done took off and I ain't land yet. Double my bandwidth, triple my net worth, they ain't half of the plan yet. Yeah, I'm a vibe for real, she understand that. Can't name a soul in her circle that ain't a fan yet. But I cannot forget, dark times made me, we got more lit. Life's so crazy, you can't force it. The day that I quit, day that I forfeit, that just wouldn't make sense. New Jim Vinci slides when I step, but I can't slip with this water on my neck. We been guys, but you slept, ayy. I forgive, I don't forget, I don't forget. Know they watching, I'ma make them upset. I don't forget. Let's go. I'm still here, and I ain't stopped yet.
And I don't forget nothing. Woofing when they see me, they be Christians up in person. I hope all them diss songs is really worth it. I hope he chalk on some soft serve sherbet. All the mentions on the gram, I know they working. All these on the gram, I know they want me, but they ain't for me. They wasn't with me when I was down on my lonely. When I was battling the devil on the pony. I'm in it down, so they notice me. Don't blame me, I'm just doing what I'm supposed to do. Don't get close to me, man, you know it's me. Don Tolliver, Mr. Mosley. I be popping it. Distinct team in the building, who you rocking with? You ain't popping, stop popping it. Distinct team in the building, who you rocking with?
I can't slip with this water on my neck. We been them guys, but you slept, ayy. I forgive, but I don't forget, yeah, I don't forget. I know they watching, I'ma make them upset, cause I don't forget. I'm still him, and I ain't stopped yet.
A full house expected here tonight, over 70,000, and the fans still filing into Mercedes-Benz Stadium just west of downtown Atlanta. A moment ago, here was the scene, the Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans.
Tucker McCann's got it set up and ready to go.
And we are underway from Atlanta.
Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Cordero Patterson on the loose. And he will score.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Extra point by Koo, up and going. And that makes the score 7-0. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
They run with Henry on first down, but nothing much materializing as he'll get forward only for about a yard. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Tannehill. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill looking downfield for Jones. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. There he goes, left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Tannehill. And this is caught. It's Brown. That one good for 24 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Looking deep for Julio. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Tannehill. Open man, Julio. Touchdown, Tennessee.
It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
The Falcons take over first and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up first and 10 at their 25-yard line.
55, Mike, 55. Check me out. 55.
Here's Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Ryan, and he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And it'll be Titan football.
26-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So that one a disaster, a big loss there with 2nd down coming up.
That's the end of the first quarter.
2nd quarter now, Titans in possession of the football. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Second down, here's an option right. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Tannehill now to throw. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Richie Graham. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
Davis again, and he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Mike Davis, fine work there on the touchdown run, and the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Pulls it in at the... Now a hit and a loose football. And the Falcons grab it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
They go play action now. Ryan. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Kyle Pitts, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
On 2nd and 10, Ryan. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Ryan. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
There's no secret who they were trying to get the football to.
Well, no, they went to him on 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd down, all 3 incomplete.
Yeah, and when you're unable to connect and you force it in that direction, all you're doing is giving confidence to the defense. They feel like they're really hurting you in a big way.
And his kick here is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next?
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Back to throw, Tannehill. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On 2nd and 15 now. Tannehill. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Tannehill on 3rd down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To the air again, Tannehill. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Flushed out right, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Ryan Tannehill taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Titans get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as head play backfires in a big way.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there, making the tackle, and not giving up 2 points themselves.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with decent starting field position, they're maybe only a couple completions away from field goal range. He completes this to Russell Gage. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 25 yards that time.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot. Pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Tannehill on first down. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
On second down, it's Henry. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. They snap it to Tannehill. This pass complete to Reynolds. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. On first down, Tannehill. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Now Tannehill. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down. Atlanta, Georgia's the spot, and glad to have you along for the ride. Third quarter action, 2nd and 10. Tannehill. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
First down, Titans.
Throwing again is Tannehill. And this one's incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. And it's second down. Off play action, Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Oh, it's complete. A diving grab there by Brown. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting?
And this is going to be intercepted. It's Eric Harris who picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. McCann's got it teed up. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Ryan. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Amani Hooker. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Anthony Frisker, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. Here's Tannehill. That's complete to his tight end, Frisker. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Tannehill. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his guys are going to hand the football back as the third quarter comes to an end. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. We're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Let's go, you tighten up. Let's go, you tighten up. Hey, 59, hey. Right here, look, 55. Switch. Mike, 55. Check, 55.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 72 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time that maybe...
Oh, now they're going to fake it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That is caught. Josh Reynolds. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good pickup there at 22. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. That's taken in by Ferkser. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5.
Everything that I dreamed of. Could this be beyond my wildest dreams? Hey, random crib, it's a palace, she the baddest, space cool, ayy. It's the fastest, anything I want, ayy. That's that status, yeah. Take you around the world, across the Atlas, Bad Arabia, Princess Jasmine, stuff $1 million cash in the mattress. When I put it out, she make it vanish. Said she wanna see me now. Sent the address, hop up in my Chevy drop. It's a classic. I just killed up, need a casket. Then I threw my neck a pool party. I told Ye to drop the OG new body. I told Ye to run for president. He say, Dollar, you too good to put your voice on that generic. Random crib, it's a palace. Manu, she the baddest, space cool, ayy. It's the fastest, anything I want, ayy. That's the status. That's that status. That's that status. It's that status. It's that status. The status.
I ride around with a little strap right below me, it's under the seat. Gotta stay cautious, cause you know how it be. I would never let it change me. I had to get it no matter the plan. I'm just lucky to have me a chance. I made them get madder again. I serve them up on a platter and then I get whatever. I am old. And they ain't never seen nothing like me. Yeah, I'm hella clever, I know. So tell me something I don't. I don't play, I might joke. Every day on my goals.
GA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Big hold of the 30. And some room to maneuver. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Carlton Davis picks it. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, a turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Brady to Evans that time. 1st down, Tampa. Here's Brady. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
To throw again on second down, Brady. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he goes out right around the 39. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And that is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now Brady to try again after the pick 6. On the screen, Bernard. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, Brown, a nice catch. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Antonio Brown, 66 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Prescott from the gun. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. So after the INT, it's Brady. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The intended target was Chris Godwin. That'll bring up 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Brady. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by DeMonte Casey. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
A first down carry by Elliott. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Throwing right, and that's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys! Dak Prescott hooking up with Amari Cooper. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Jadon Nickens now from his end zone.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So that'll back them up 5. The delay of game backs them up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, it's Brady. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. But it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Brady. He finds his target. It's Evans. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 16. First down, Tampa Bay. On first down, Brady. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. A throw there by Brady, intended for Gronkowski, but incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended target. Third down here.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
And that's the down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's third and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Dak going to hand it to Elliott on the option. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Jadon Mickens now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over. The other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Brady now on first down. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And out across midfield down to the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On first and 10, here's Brady. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 19. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to...
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, 63 yards. And the Cowboys are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
Gets it to his running back, Bernard. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports?
This is taken just shy of the 10 and makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get... And now here's another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drives, exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. A good gain on first has them set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
1st down, Prescott. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack.
Well, how about that? The defense's first sack. It doesn't come from one of the usual suspects up front. It comes from the secondary.
Yeah, I think they caught the quarterback off guard a little bit because he wasn't able to account for the possibility of that blitz and change the blocking assignments.
He's got him in, complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now Prescott. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Zuerlein connects on the extra point. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. That throw by Brady incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady getting it out wide here to Bernard. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Brady to throw again. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Cooper was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I was just going to say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet, make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it near the receiver, no grounding, nothing like that, but no one gets a chance to pick it off either.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Looking downfield for Godwin. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 63 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Jadon Mickens now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Brady now on 1st down.
This one complete to Scott Miller. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Brady going to throw. Going up top for Miller.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College. Not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
But that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort, at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. And now it's second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead. But I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. Breaks the tackle, now Allen. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. To throw, it's Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. From midfield, here's Brady. Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Anthony Brown. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Second and 11 now. Throwing here, Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
And, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. One final try now for Brady. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And he's going to go down